beloved traveler to the world of celestial wonders. This journey miracle, sign of the omnipotence and reassurance from the Supreme Almighty towards you, His beloved servant, is in fact a night journey from Mecca to Jerusalem, Bayt al-Maqdis, from Al-Masjid al-Haram to Al-Masjid al-Aqsa in one night, and is an ascension from Al-Masjid al-Aqsa towards the Lotus of the Absolute and Sidrat al-Muntaha, going through 7 skies. A remarkable, extraordinary journey, beyond the limited human perception, occurred further to a long period of successive sufferings, persecution, and loss of loved persons, generating feelings of sorrow, bitterness, and distress in your blessed heart. You, who had preached during years in Mecca, enduring failure after failure, had gone afterwards to Ta'if, walking a distance of about 111 kilometers. Then you had been chased away with stones and rocks thrown till your blessed feet were covered with blood. Boundlessly indulgent, you refused that the Archangel Gabriel with the Angel of Mountains made Ta'if drowned, expecting so much that the descendants of these tribes will be on the path of worshipping the unique God. You have been embracing patience and endurance, having as unique concern not to be subject to the divine anger. You should have walked away concerned and saddened, full of bitterness, not because you had been badly received, but because your message had not been heard. On your way back, you received a dedicated reward. If humans didn't respond to the divine call, the supernatural beings or jinns had responded to and embraced your faith. This was the first reward the Almighty gave you. Moreover, you were subject with some of your companions and a part of your family to a trade, social, and economic harsh embargo, which lasted 3 years in the mountain way called Sha'b Abi Talib. After which, your tender and dear wife Khadija and your paternal uncle Abu Talib, who were for you of unfailing support, passed away, and this was for you the year of sadness. The other part of your companions migrated to Abyssinia, since you were unable to provide them protection in Mecca. Shortly after, you were subject to an event preparing you to the great celestial Odyssey. The Archangel Gabriel opened your blessed chest, extracted your heart, and started a purification ritual to make your human body and soul ready to receive and withstand the prodigious signs you would witness during this spectacular night. Thus took place this consolation and reassurance journey, as if the Almighty told you, "O my loyal servants, if people on earth chased you away, the Lord of skies and earth welcomes you in this celestial world. I send you a fantastic rider's mount called Al-Buraq, which will bring you in the company of the Archangel Gabriel, and here you will see the marvelous signs of your Lord that nobody had ever seen and will never see until the last day. This ascension will be source of content and satisfaction, so that you even forgot all the sadness and pain you underwent." From Mecca to Jerusalem, Bayt al-Maqdis, from a mosque and towards another, indefinitely, religiously and historically symbolic and sacred, you made this night journey on an extraterrestrial rider's mount. Coming from the celestial world in the company of the senior Archangel Gabriel. What a trip! Arrived at destination, you had been in charge of leading prayer before all the prophets and messengers. In doing so, you were given the banner to perpetuate and seal the unique divine message of all times. From this emblematic act, the command of this message is handed over to you before renowned witnesses who are representatives of the previous creeds in a ceremonious scene through an august ritual, which is the prayer. You ascended from a sky to another, finding in your welcome a prophet or a messenger. In every sky, You had been the witness of the supreme divine prodigious signs. You had seen the world of hidden mysteries, the heaven and hell, until you reach the lotus of the absolute end, Sidrat al-Muntaha, where nobody might come along, even the Archangel Gabriel, where there is no barrier between the Almighty God and His humble servant you are, where the sacred acts of prayer were offered to you as emblem of worship, an indelible link between the human being and his Creator. It's at this very moment when you showed modesty and humility before the well-informed experience of the Prophet Moses, who asked you to apply for relief of the number of prayers per day. The Prophet Moses had experienced the inability of his followers to strictly observe the Hebrew worship practices. Thanks to the Almighty mercy, then to the Moses' exhortations, the number of prayers was reduced from 50 to 5 prayers per day, without any change in reward. Besides, at this point of the journey, it was said that the reward of one virtuous act is equal to 10, and the punishment of a wrongful act is equal to only 1. It's during this phase that our Almighty Lord offered His forgiveness to all those who do not believe in any divinity except Allah. Furthermore, the 2 last verses of Surah Al-Baqarah were revealed to you during this supreme meeting. Not only a consolation and reassurance journey, this ascension was also a maturation process 1 year ahead of the Hijrah event, during which Islam will move from weakness and torments to strength and expansion. It was for you, Allah's loyal servant, another revelation of the true value of life in this world compared to life in the hereafter. Nothing deserves sadness, sorrow, torments, or fear, because true life is life in the hereafter, where everything is eternal and perennial. You had seen with your own eyes the heaven largest and the hell tortuous, and you deduced henceforth that any grace outside paradise is ephemeral, and any torment outside hell is temporary. At the same time, it proved that we are merely passing through a perishable world to a durable, lasting one. Once back to Mecca, and while telling this miracle journey, another hardship was waiting for you. Here, too, would be distinguished true believers from those who weren't. At this moment, Abu Bakr, your loyal companion, may Allah be satisfied with him, deeply convinced of your truthfulness and veracity, was conferred the designation of As-Siddiq, or the very truthful, all his life long, until posterity. At last, we can only congratulate you of the unequaled gift Allah endowed you with, and through you all the whole Ummah, community of Muslims, through eras and centuries till the day of last judgment. This miraculous event would forever mark the distinctive testimony of all, angels, prophets, and messengers, skies and earth, paradise and hell, and above all the Creator of universes, that you are the best of creation who ever exists on earth till the end of time. May infinite blessings and eternal peace be upon you. Amen.